Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. My name is Sage, and as you can see from the title, this video will be about Dark Souls. So, what inspired this video was actually this one specific Reddit post about the best PvE build in Dark Souls. After reading the post through, I was convinced that there might be some truth to this and decided I want to give this a shot. Now, I am writing this script before I have even started playing, and it's been a while since I last played Dark Souls, so I have no idea how is this going to actually go, but let's just jump in and see. I decided to play the remastered edition for this one, as I haven't actually ever completed it, only the original version. As afterthought, playing original version would have maybe been better because, oh boy, does the remastered version have some severe texture and map hopping issues. But hey, without further ado, I am Isage, and this is my journey to become a Cleric Knight. So, naturally I chose as a class the Cleric, so I can start making the build as intended. At the tutorial area, I grabbed the mace and canvas talisman. Mace supposedly is kinda MVP weapon at least for the early game, and canvas talisman allows me to cast miracles, which I only have a heal to start with. I quickly handle the tutorial boss and we are off to the Firelink Shrine. From the Firelink Shrine, I find a couple of NPCs, which does not help me a lot at this point. Petrus of Torolund can sell us miracles, but I just don't have souls to spend them on at the moment. I make my way to the Undead Parish, beating the general mob and get to the mist door of the second boss. I decided to give the fight a shot, and I fell off the cliff. Great! Second try, and I get Horus Demon defeated by cheesing it with the good old attack from above spam. Afterwards, I meet the Sunbro and have some chat with him. Then I get through the Dragon Bridge, level up at the bonfire, and then start to make my way to the Undead Parish. At the Undead Parish, there is that annoying boar blocking our path. I tried to take it head on, but that was not so smart idea. So I then circled up to kill the mobs around the area, and then proceeded to hit that stupid boar in the butt, quite literally. In the end, the boar got tired of life, I guess, and just burned himself to death. I then make haste to find the next bonfire and Andre of Astora, from whom I can buy the Tower Guide shield, which will be most probably the shield we go the whole game through with. I then start clearing enemies inside the church, or whatever you wanna call it, and find a Firekeeper's hole from the altar. I then proceed to open the gate which goes back where the boar was. Then I make my way up to the mist gate before the gargoyles, but I do not dare take them on yet. Instead, I leave my sign there and help some dude to deal with them for some reward in souls. Helping him allows me to now join the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant with only 20 fate. Oh, and I also save this dude in gold armor from the prison cell. I level my fate up and after a couple of tries run under the Hellguide Dragon at the bridge to get to the altar to join the Covenant. With that we get the Lightning Spear miracle, which hopefully helps us a lot in the future. I also upgraded my mace and shield a bit with the Titanite charge I have found. And then I finally remembered how the humanity works. I have only beaten this game once before, so it seems I have forgotten a lot of stuff. Anyway, for the gargoyles, I was able to summon this guy, Benjamin, and with him an absolutely OP lightning spear, the gargoyles got evaporated quickly. Then I naturally went up to the tower to ring the bell. Afterwards I quickly, well, not so quickly honestly, killed the Titanite demon lurking in the Andres basement. You're welcome, dude! I ventured a bit into the Darkroot area where I kinda accidentally ran into a Black Knight. I tried to fight it but ended up falling to my death, but it seems that the Black Knight followed me to his death as well. Fine, I'll take that. I then remembered I need to get the Claymore from the bridge where the Hellguide Dragon seals, so I went and grabbed it real quick. Then I returned to the Firelink Shrine where the lift unlocked after beating the gargoyles and upgraded my Estus flask so they heal me more now. Then I Sparta kicked the gold armor dude to his death and then grab and equip his ring. Alright, now off to the Darkroot. Here I first make my way through Darkroot Garden, rather smoothly I must say. I find the hidden bonfire behind the illusionary wall and continue my way. Behind a fog door here lies a lot of these stone giant enemies, but I just run by them to the tower ahead. On top of the tower lies a next boss, the Moonlight Butterfly. Now, I quickly realized that I do not remember how to avoid its attacks at all, and seeing how little damage my mace does, I am a bit discouraged. I decided to test out the Lightning Spear and that did a lot of damage, so I just spammed that until the butterfly was dead. After the boss, I find a Divine Ember, which I give to Andre. With this, he can upgrade weapon to Divine ones. Afterwards, I head to the Darkroot Basin to investigate and I find another bonfire, and also lift to the Valley of the Drakes. I go to the area where the Hydra and the Crystal Golem dudes are, and open the door to the Watchtower. Havel there decided to greet me there a bit. I kill off the golems and see if I could get myself to Hydra to get rid of it. But it just pummels me to death with its water bullet attack thingy. Next up, I find my way to the lower Undead Parish, and I just get wrecked there a couple of times by the assassins. In time, I get rid of all the enemies there, but it does not take long for the Capra Demon to just destroy me. So, I grind some souls and Titanite shards to get my mace up to +5. It won't prevent me still getting wrecked, but at least if I get a chance to attack, I make as much damage as possible. After making my way back to the Fog Gate, I leave my summoning thingy there, and not long afterwards I get summoned by a guy called Kurogane. I help him take out the Capra Demon, and in return I find his summoning thingy. Honestly, I just can't remember the right term for this, and summon him for help. With his help, we take out Capra Demon rather easily. Kurogane, if you're out there somewhere, thank you homie for the help. From the Capra Demon, I get the key to the dates, where I head next. I deal some regular mobs there, but I do not remember this butcher guy. Gotta admit, he got me off guard, and as I have so many souls with me, I made a quick escape to spend my souls before coming back here. After coming back to the butcher, there is only one of those stock enemies around here this time. I don't know if my game just glitched or why there was not two like last time, but it made my life a bit easier. I follow the hallway behind the butcher's workplace and drop somewhere and... Oh my god, I did not remember that there's a huge ass rat down here. Well, I just lightning spirit down, screw fighting fair and square. After exploring around, killing many rats, and one random dude firing spells at me, I found bonfire and the reason why I came down here. The slimes. My aim here is now to try farm green titanite shards out of these things. They can drop one with 2% chance, so this might take a while though. After a surprisingly short time though, I managed to get a couple shards. I then temporarily make my way out of the ditch. I go through Filing Shrine where I meet Ria of Torolund and her friendos. Ria will be an important part of our playthrough, but we'll get to her later. For now, I head to Andre and upgrade my Claymore to Divine Claymore, which help us on the next part of our adventure. I also upgrade my mace to +7 just because I could. When I return to the Filing Shrine, Ria and her companions are gone. Next stop for us will be the Catacombs. So, Catacombs is an area filled with skeleton enemies which won't stay dead without a divine weapon or until a necromancer controlling them is killed. This is why the Divine Claymore is important here, as it can kill the skeletons with a couple of hits and they stay dead. I go through Catacombs carefully and slowly taking out enemies one by one. In about 30 minutes I have found my way to the second bonfire of the place. From that second bonfire I have a bit of a struggle. There are a bunch of annoying stuff waiting for me. First thing is another Titanite demon, which I beat after a couple of tries. When I make my way forward dealing with some normal mob, I encounter these wheel skeleton things. They are easier to deal with than I remembered, but they still can kill me quite easily if I'm not careful. Also, this Black Knight jumps out of nowhere, but I just circle back and get around it without having to fight it. After about like 40 minutes, I get to face Pinwheel. I beat the boss first try of course, but I gotta admit that I underestimated this boss fight a little bit. I still got hit pretty hard. After the fight I try to see if there is a bonfire nearby, but I just fall off to my death because it's pitch black down here. There goes 20k souls I probably never get back. But then I started thinking that why am I even trying to get to this place at this point? My main idea was that I'd like to save Ria from the Tomb of the Giants so I could buy some miracles from her later. But as I could not finish this place anyway at this point, maybe I should do this later, after getting the soul vessel. As long as Ria's in the tube, she should not die from my understanding, so I'm just gonna skedaddle away from here for now. After getting back to the Filing Shrine, I decided to finally go take care of that Hydra at the Darkroot Basin. After getting rid of the crystal golems, I get close enough to Hydra where it starts attacking with its heads. After taking care of all but one head, I ran into issue where the Hydra is striking the attack so far off me that I can't reach the attack in time. After a little struggle, I finally get the last head taken off. I head then into this cavern to find this golden crystal golem. After killing it, the Dusk of Ulasil appears from inside of it, offering to help us, which I happily accept. If I want to, I'm able to buy Cast Light Miracle from her, which could help me in the Tomb of the Giants once I decide to head there. Now, I headed back to the Deads, because it's time to take on the Gaping Dragon. On the way to the bonfire, I am able to grab one green Titanite shard from one of the slimes. Lucky! From the bonfire I find summoning sign, so I summon this Melon Pan for help. Melon Pan seems to know the way to the boss, so I happily follow along. On the front of the fog door, before the boss, there is another summon sign, so I decided to party up and summon Swiggles to help with the boss. With our party of 3, we fairly quickly handle the Gaping Dragon and I get the key to the Blighttown. Melon Pan and Swiggles, shout out to you guys for the help. Next up would be the Blighttown, which I am not looking forward to. I make any preparations I can and take the route from the Deads to descend to the Blighttown. As I do not remember this place properly, I go really slowly navigating around and taking enemies on one by one. Surprisingly quickly though, I find the bonfire on the bridge. Now this might be a waste of humanity, but as I probably will be down here a while, I'm going to kindle this bonfire 2 times so I can get as many Estus flasks from this one. Honestly though, I completely overestimated this place. Slowly but surely I make my way down the swamp area. While the dudes throwing toxic darts are annoying, I can handle them really well with the lightning spears. It doesn't take me too long to arrive to the Quelaag's domain. The moss item from the Darkroot basin helps wonders here to deal with the poison of the swamp. Against the Quelaag I summon a phantom called Scar Turgans. He/she helps wonder with the boss. Phantom valiantly dies though, but the help received got me through the boss fight and I was able to ring the second bell. Now the Sense Fortress is open to me. I proceeded through the illusionary wall to find the spider guy and a bonfire. Also, hi there Spider Lady, sorry that I can't understand a thing you say. Alright, so time to get the hell out of this place. Which is easier said than done. After a bit struggles, I'm able to make my way, finding a Firekeeper soul and key to New Londo ruins on the way. With the key, I can access the New Londo ruins from the Valley of the Drakes and make quick way back to the Firelink Shrine. I upgrade my Estus flask and then meet up with the big verb. He tells me my fate, blah blah blah, and I feed him some souls and level up a bit. After a short grind, I head to the Sense Fortress. I was prepared to be stuck here a long while, but honestly this place goes a lot smoother than I expected. Yeah, I die a couple of times, screw you fake chest, but in about 30 minutes I have reached the top and the bonfire there. I'm surprised that the enemies, swinging axes, traps, or even that big ass boulder did not got to me. I also was able to get to the giant dude throwing those huge bombs quite easily, and he was kinda easy to take out honestly. I found a lot of large Titanite shards here and I'm able to upgrade my mace all the way to +10, which is really nice. Iron Golem boss fight is thankfully easy enough, so even a noob like me can beat him after a couple of tries. With souls from Iron Golem, I buy some green Titanite shards from this guy hiding in this tower to upgrade my claymore to +5. I don't think there's anything else worth looking for here, so off we are to Anor Londo. First thing to meet in Anor Londo are these huge and slow night guard dudes. They take thankfully good chunk of damage by lightning spear, so they are pretty easy to handle. I find the bonfire and do a quick search around the area, killing enemies and getting some loot. I then head down to the bridge and kill off the gargoyle there. And it's a dead end, so where the hell am I supposed to go again? I then remember the way through this beam to the cathedral building, so I head there to the balcony and through this broken window. Enemies here are thankfully quite weak and also a bit dumb. I'm able to get to the contraption which lowers the bridge and I kill then another gargoyle. I check the lower part of the cathedral, but I cannot get the painting due to I never revisited the Undead Asylum. Not that there would be anything crucial for me in the painting anyway. I am dying here a lot to the enemies, so I decided to help this dude Fisto only through his journey on this place. It's pretty fun time and it helps me to remember this place. Together we enter the Ornstein and Smoke boss. Ornstein goes down pretty quickly, but Smoke quickly kills me and Giant Dad. Fisto, I hope we did good enough for you to get through. After a bit of struggles, I can only say, God damn these Silver Knight archers. I lost count how many times I died here, but after about an hour, I finally make my way to the second bonfire of this place. Oh, hello there, Sambroski. So, this bonfire is usually full of summoning signs from other players, and this time is no different. I summon this player, Goras, to help me deal with this place. Of course we get invaded right away and get wrecked, so that's a good start. Also he dies to Titanite Demon, so I, like the coward I am, just run back to the bonfire to get him back. I also summon this other dude, because why not? This time Goras seems to want to speedrun this place, so as I and Fingolfin explore around, Goras runs to the boss fight and I'm like, well, guess I explore this place after the boss then. Sorry Goras, I was glad for your help, but what's the rush, man? Me and Fingolfin rush the fog gate and unfortunately Fingolfin doesn't make it. Farewell, my companion. When I get in, Goras is passing Smough, so I try to help him. Once I have Smough's attention, Goras starts attacking Ornstein. I'm like, cool, I just try to keep Smough's attention on me and maybe he can handle Ornstein himself. After a while, Ornstein goes down and Smough goes super mode and gets full HP of course. Thankfully he's pretty easy to avoid, except for that butt slam he likes to do, and we take him out. Well, mostly Goras takes him out, but anyway. I'm now able to meet Guinevere and get access to Lord Vessel. But we are not getting out of this place quite yet. I meet up with the giant Smith dude and head back to previous bonfire. What I can still do here is I can search for a couple of sunlight medals. I'm going to need them if I want to get a better version of the sunlight spear. I can also help other people here to beat the boss to get even more sunlight medals. Oh, also the most tragic thing happened and Solar Pro got hit from Silver Knight who was chasing after me. So sorry Solar, hopefully you can forgive me my sins. After grinding some sunlight medals and levels, I return to the sunlight altar to get me a great lightning spear. Still need to get my fate to turn it to use it though. And I then head talk to Frompt. He hits me, thanks, and take me to this place where I can place Lord Vessel. He then tells me to go kill some people for the souls to place them to Lord Vessel. For now I am thinking that I could go handle the 4 kings first, but that will require some preparations. So, next thing I do is I go quickly kill off Seath as I need Artorias' ring for the 4 kings boss fight. I don't even try to act like I want to challenge Seath, so I just summon a guy to help me so I can move on as quickly as possible. I mean, who would want to prolong the suffering of this mighty animal? Afterwards, I buy some transit curses from the Undead merchant here and just generally make sure I have as good gear as possible. So, I am starting to think that this whole Cleric Knight business actually must be quite good as I am progressing through the Londo ruins much faster than I was expecting. Also there's this guy all hollowed up, so now bye! I get a key of destiny from this guy on the rooftop. I mean bro, what the hell are you standing here for? Just get out of here or something. I can then open the floodgate and die handsomely against this guy. Nice. After getting my revenge and killing some of these big slime things, I accidentally entered the boss for gate. Yep, I just did that without a hesitation and now I'm going to die. Unless quitting game and going back in teleports you back outside. I decided to back off for now though, level up quickly, grab some stuff from the ruins before returning to the fog gate. So, funny thing happened. I went to fight 4 kings, died, and when I went back in, my recording had cut off and I did not realize it until I had already won the boss fight. Yep. So, here's me after the fight. I just did the good old boy strut with Havel's gear and smashed the kings until they were dead. After the fight, I go give the very large ember to Andre and with that I'm able to ascend my mace up to plus 13. Good stuff, good stuff. Next up is the Demon Ruins. I head there with the help of Lord Vessel, but I don't quite remember how to proceed. I quickly thankfully found my way to Ceaseless Discharge, which I cheese quickly, and that lowers the lava from below area. Unfortunately though, there are some pretty tough enemies here. I believe that the horde of those Tauros demons is not the way to go, instead I head to the lone Capra demon and kill it quickly. And after this corner we have more Capra demons. Why is there so goddamn many? Thankfully they are quite weak. I find the next bonfire and 2 summon signs there. With the help of Shaders and Undead Slayer, I make my way quickly through some enemies and to the Fire Sage Demon. 3 vs 1, so it's pretty quick fight. After that is next bonfire and next boss fight. Yay! I summon the Sun Bro for 8 and together we vanquish the Centipede Demon. Man, this is some smooth progress. And it does not stop there. I head to Lost Izalith and avoiding these dragon legs is thankfully easy. Also, these stone guys goes down with 1 hit. Mace OP. It doesn't take long for me to get close to the boss when suddenly fire. Well, live and learn. Next time the Pyromaniac goes down. Now here I have to go find the Titanite demon and kill it, which scares me a bit, yeah. Oh, hey, what's here? Oh, okay, nice. After throwing my lightning spears to the Titanite demon, we barely take it out, and up next is the hardest fight to finish in this game. the Sunbro fight.
Finally, I found it. I have my very own son. I am the son. I've done it. I have. Yes, I did it. I did. Oh.
Rest in peace, Soler. And thanks for the hat! Now, originally I was thinking to use Gaslight spell in Tomb of the Giants to navigate around, but that would require to level up Int, and that was not in the Cleric Knight guide, so screw that. So instead we get this Sunlight Magnet that can help us light the way. Okay, so Bed of Chaos next. Well, there's not much to say, it's a bullshit fight everyone knows it to be. Go right, die, go left, die many times, go middle, die, and then jump and go kill a bug. Alright, that's 2 of the Lord Souls in back. Next up for our journey is to get back to the Tomb of the Giants. So, after getting through the Catacombs again, I arrived at the Tomb of the Giants with my bug helmet flashlight. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to upgrade my Claymore stronger yet, so the giant skeletons are a little bit of a challenge. But thankfully we have health to tank some hits. Once I meet Patches, I consider a bit how to proceed with him, but I let him run his scam and go down the pit to kill 2 hollowed clerics. I take the twin humanity from Patches and head them back down to save Rhea to get replacement from her. She should now later appear on Firelink Altar, so we could get pretty much most of the stuff we still need. Now, back to the pit and a ladder to find first bonfire of this place. I need to get a large divine ember from this place, but the thing is that it is in the hole with the 6 giant skeletons. I decided the easiest way is to just suicide run to the ember and respawn back to the bonfire. I go then through Fog Gate, deal with Black Knight I did not remember exists, and then we deal with some skeletal doggos, archers, and some towers. Thankfully I don't have too much issues with the enemies here and I get to the next bonfire rather quickly. I'm taking a lot of damage here though, which makes me worry do I have enough healing stuff with me. I continue forward from the bonfire slowly but surely. After a while I arrive at a room full of pinwheel, which are thankfully pretty easy to handle. These baby skeletons are just adorable though, I mean, look at them go. They seem to not stop respawning though, so I guess I just ignore them. For the Nito fight, I just go in with really hazy memory from my first playthrough of this game that poise tactic can work here, so I put on Havel set and go through the Fog Gate. And well, I mean, I can tank some hits and get a bit damage in, yeah, but I just don't have enough healing to win. Also, I'm not quite doing enough damage, so in the end, I die. Okay, so I need to get a bit stronger and I have a plan for that. I head back to Andre to give him large Divine Ember, which allows me to upgrade my Claymore further. I immediately get it up to +8, which I hope will be enough. Next plan is to get back to the second bonfire in the tomb and kindle that so I can have more healing when facing Nito again. And wouldn't you know, this time around Nito goes down with one try. I just took my time and patiently withered his health down. Well, that went better than expected. I then return to Firelink Shrine and head to talk to Rhea to buy Great Heal and Magic Barrier Miracles from her. Great Heal is just an upgrade to heal, so it makes sense. Though I'm not sure yet how much I'm going to use Magic Barrier. But it's mentioned for this build, so let's just get it. Now, before we head to Seath the Scaleless, I'm going to do some random exploring for the sake of topping my stats. I run around the Firelink Shrine to grab this key for the Undead Asylum and then return there by pretending to be an egg. Here I go kill some Black Knights and grab a peculiar doll. I then proceed to kill Stray Demon for some souls and off we are back to Firelink Shrine. Well, this was a quick trip. I then head to the painted world of Arianis, mostly just to grind souls, but also just test a bit how well I can fare there. But well, I did not remember that most of the enemies here are just weak undead, but I get to test my might against the Harpies, the Undead Dragon, and whatever this blob of spears is. I get good amount of souls here, and once I arrive to Priscilla, I decide to spare her at least for now. I then return to Anor Londo bonfire to level up a bit. Next up is Duke's Archives. On the way there we butch a couple of peaks and find bonfire after them. These crystal dudes are pretty easy to handle, but this sorcerer guy is a bit annoying. Not much to explore here, 2 chests and both sides, and other one is Mimic. Up with the lift, kill off this crystal knight and then onwards to die to Seath. Wait, did he just curse me? Oh shit! And I can't warp out of here. Well then, extra challenge run to Seath it is then. Thankfully the enemies here are quite weak. Oh, hey guys, wait up! Where are we going? Oh, a locked door. I guess these guys were escaping these blue tentacle dudes, but I'm not sure why. They don't take much to kill off. Damn, this noise is annoying. Someone please turn that megaphone off. Oh, finally. Can't get through this door. Apparently, at least for now, so let's just head back up. We now have a key for this door, so let's just proceed to get attacked behind a corner. Well, thanks, game. Alright, what do we have here on the upper level of the archives? Oh god, it's a sorcerer. No, wait, it's two sorcerers. After struggling to kill one, I am shot to my back. Now, here's one thing I do not understand though. I had equipped Rare Ring of Sacrifice, which says it breaks curse upon death, but when I respawn I am still cursed. Thanks, game, again, I guess. I don't know. With the curse, this place is a bit of a struggle, but going slowly and carefully gets me through to the next bonfire. From here I can thankfully warp out to get rid of the curse. This should help make progressing easier. Next step is to venture a bit into the archives to find a way out and get outside. Crystal golems here are surprisingly weak, which gives me confidence. And now the crystal cave itself is much shorter than I remembered, which does not bother me at all, if you can believe. It does not take me too long to get to these clamp thingies, which are quite easy to handle as well, and to the Seath boss fight. From a vague memory I ran past the Seath to destroy this thing behind him, because I am pretty sure he does not take damage otherwise. Now the Seath himself is actually pretty damn easy. Like what the hell, I was not expecting to do this on the first try. The only point where I took any damage was when I was running closer to him. But after that all I did was I kept running towards one of his tentacles, and as he was doing nothing but circling around, I just hit that tentacle until the Seath was dead. Seriously, one of the easiest boss fights so far. Now, before I return to the filing, I want to go save Big Hat Logan from the cell he's locked up. But when I return to down there, he's not here. I mean, well, screw that guy in that case. At least I found a Firekeeper soul from that cell. Speaking about the Firekeeper souls, let's go get another one. First, we shoot arrow to Princess Dit, and that darkens the mood for sure.
Thou that tarnisheth the godmother's image, I am Gwyndolin. And thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
So kill these two randos and the Firekeeper of Anor Londo for her soul. But hey, the main reason I did this though is of course Gwyndolin. He's thankfully really easy. Little Wasp just runs from you and shoots you from the distance, like you could ever kill me. Oh. Ha. Well, that's what I get from bad mouthing him. Next try though, we get him and we can now obtain the Sunlight Blade. Not sure how much I'm going to use it, but it's nice to have. Alright, we now have all 4 Lord Souls, so we could now anytime go and proceed to finish the game. But I think we should do the DLC as well. There is really nothing worthwhile for me to get there, as I pretty much have all that I need for my build, but let's go test how well we can fare. So, in we go to Dark Portals, nuts by whatever this is. And the first boss, Sanctuary Guarding, is the very first thing we have to go through. And oh boy, it's not like that DLC bosses are the hardest ones in this game. It takes a while, but once I find the rhythm of the boss, it goes down with my good old mace. The Royal Wood is thankfully short area. The Scarecrow thingies are easy, only if you are these giant dudes. They hit pretty hard. Well, it does not take long until it's time to face Artorias. And what can I say? Can we all just agree that Artorias is best boss fight in this game? It's one of those fights where you don't feel like you're losing to some bullcrap, but in fact fair and square. The fight is hard in the right way. And once I was able to beat him, the feeling was so damn good. Artorias' story is tragic though, which makes this bittersweet victory. Anyway, moving on. We get to the next bonfire and from there we start to explore the Ulasil town. The regular enemies here are surprisingly easy to handle, goes down with 2 hits. The mage dudes are a bit annoying, so it takes some patience to find a way to handle them without dying. We make quick progress and find a shortcut back to bonfire, which helps out as this spot here is crowded with enemies and I die here a couple of times, so it's good to get back down here quickly. After figuring out how to handle these guys, I face this thing, Handsome. Takes a while to beat him, but behind him is a lift. Oh, hello there. That takes us deeper underground, and we find the next bonfire. I was not sure if there was any more bonfires, so this is a pleasant surprise for sure. Next area is Chasm of the Abyss. Now, the way to the next boss is thankfully short, but first I'm around here and I just get lost. I do find my way to Manus in pretty good shape, though he's not going to go down easily. Yeah, he's pretty ruthless. Also, there should be a baby Seath somewhere here, but I don't have patience to try to find him. Alright, let's try Manus with the better armor. Havel set should do the trick. Right, let's give it a shot. And it actually does first try, god damn it, huh. Well, I'll take that victory for sure. One more boss fight stands before me before the end of the game. Yes, I am just going to skip Priscilla because this is my damn adventure and I decide who I kill or not. Also, I'm just too lazy / tired to travel to Priscilla, so shut up. For the next step, we ask Artorias' buddy Gau here to shoot a dragon for us, and off we are to face Calamite. Now this is a messy fight to say the least, and actually first time for me to ever fight Calamite. Naturally, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just basically roll around, run, try to get close to him, shoot lightning, and panic a lot. After many tries though, I find my way to victory. And that's the DLC wrapped up. Mushroom Lady gives me some mushrooms, and it's final time to go finish the game. Now before I move on, I could grind my build to its final form. My weapons are not fully upgraded, and I could use a level or 2. But honestly, I don't think it might do a lot of difference. Let's just say that for extra challenge, I just go in with what I have now. DLC is notoriously with most difficult boss anyway, so I reckon I can handle the final boss as is. But one thing before I place the souls. This is for the sun bro of our all. Solaire, praise the sun. Alright, so onwards to the kill of the first flame. The Black Knights here are easier than I remembered, so getting through them is not much of an issue. Now for the Queen itself, all I have to do is parry his attacks, which I have done none through this run. Well, how hard can it be? Oh look, first try! Oh, so... yeah, it takes me a bit to learn to parry this guy, but once that's in the back, well... fight become pretty anticlimactic. So, that's that then. The Cleric Knight run is now complete as we burn to cinders. But now, is this the best build in the game, player versus enemy wise? Honestly, hell if I know. This was my second playthrough ever of this game. But I would say, based on this experience, that overall this build is really good. For amateurs like me, and I would assume that for the veterans as well. So, maybe this build is best when thinking overall experience, but some other builds exceeds this one in some singular areas. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you watched this video up until this point, thank you so much. If you enjoyed, leave a like for the video and subscribe if you're new here. Who knows, maybe I'll do more Dark Souls stuff on this channel in the future, right after I have recovered from this run. Dark Souls as series has been always to me something intriguing but intimidating at the same time. It gets me out of my comfort zone playing such games, so after I'm done I need a recovery period after I'm ready for the next one. But hey, I have rambled long enough. My name is Sage, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future videos. For now it's a bye bye.